From golfing to gators. On the other side of the coast is Jackson County, and that's where you're able to take an airboat tour. It is quite exciting, you guys. You're going out on the swamp. I have Eva Phillip with me. She is the co-owner of the Gulf Coast Gator Ranch, and she is ready to take us on a wild ride, but also explain to us a little bit about these fabulous gators that you have behind us. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm a little nervous, but I mean, I'm in good hands. You guys have been doing this for what, 15 years now?
Longer than that. We bought it back in 2003.
Wow, okay, very good. Okay,
Yep.
Why a gator ranch? How does someone even get into this space of work?
It was just something that kind of fell into our laps.
Yeah.
The gentleman that owned it first, he decided to get out of the business, so we decided to get into the business. And then Katrina hit,
Okay.
and then we lost all of them.
Oh, wow.
We managed to get about 25 back out of over 250 alligators. We just started getting gators again between the babies that we hatched out, and then the trappers would come and bring us some nuisance gators that they would get from like golf courses, people's backyards.
Oh, wow. So they're coming from all over, basically.
Yes, they're coming from all over.
Interesting. So you get to do a swamp tour. What do people experience once they get on the boat?
Our swamp tours, it's an educational tour. They go out there and they'll give you a little history about the swamp, give you a little history about alligators, and show you what an airboat can do.
Very good. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm excited. I like what I'm hearing. All right, there's nothing else to do but go.
I was hoping to see a gator under this bridge. They do like to hang out under the bridge for shade. It's cooler in the summer. They also like to hang out for the barn swallows. Wow. See all those nests? Yeah. So the barn swallows, they migrate here in the spring and raise their young, and then they migrate out at the end of summer. They're already gone. But they raise their young high up on the bridge where they're safe from predators, and sometimes the babies get in there tussling around and knock each other out of the nest.
Oh, no.
It's fly or die for baby barn swallows. So gators mate in the spring, and the female chooses a spot like this because she can defend it. They'll lay anywhere from 10 to 50 eggs. If the nest is 86 degrees and lower, it'll produce more females. If it's 87 degrees and warmer, it'll produce more males.
We found a gator.
That's Waldo.
We found us a gator.
Yeah, that's Waldo.
Waldo!
Hey, Waldo, what are you doing out here? 20 years ago, Hurricane Katrina put a storm surge in here that made the water level rise about 11 feet or so. So all the gators escaped from our gator ranch, and back then they had well over 200, 250 gators, and they only recovered around 25, 30 gators.
The range is now home to 90 gators, but they aren't the only creatures calling this area home. So we made our way to the Pascagoula River Audubon Center to discover what else is thriving in the wild. We're actually in that educational space right now. I'm here with Mary Rogers. She's with the Pascagoula River Audubon Center, and she's here to tell us so much more about what you can experience inside this center. How are you?
Doing great.
So glad to have you. Okay, so tell me about everything that you can do in here, because there's animals, there's diagrams. I mean, there's so much to do in here.
Right, so much for everybody. We explain the Pascagoula River story in here as well. We have saltwater, freshwater, and brackish water tanks where we catch the fish from our bayou. We work with partnering districts. We've got reptiles. We have a children's area. We have furs, pelts, taxidermy.
Wow.
Everything. And so the Pascagoula River, it tells the story because it's the only river that isn't dammed up in the United States.
Interesting.
So it's free flowing, yeah. So when they come in, they start at a watershed, a woodland watershed at the beginning of our property. They move in down to marshland and then out to the bayou. It's critical to the Gulf of Mexico and the biodiversity in the area.
To truly understand the area's rich biodiversity, you have to see it up close. So we hopped into a few kayaks and paddled out onto the river. We are slowing things down a little bit. We're out here on Rhodes Bayou. I'm with Malik Wells. He is with the Pascagoula River Audubon Center. And one of the fabulous activities that you can do out here on the bayou is go kayaking, get one with nature. And you have the best job ever. You get to do this every single day.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so tell me then about the ecosystem and the wildlife that can be found out here.
So the wildlife that can be found out here is pretty wide, and the biodiversity is super high. One reason that is because the fresh water from the Pascagoula River and the Escataba River meeting with the Gulf of Mexico out here creates a brackish water environment, which means we can see wildlife in some areas that we typically would only see in fresh water. And then we can see things also as wild as manatees. Right now, we're preparing for the Hummingbird Festival. We get those ruby-throated hummingbirds that migrate through this area early spring and earlier in the fall. They're making their way back south. So we are preparing for that festival in a couple weeks.
Bayous are home to everything from fish to frogs to herons and even the casual gator. And as locals would say, the bayou isn't just water. It's history, culture, and a way of life, not just for them, but the ecosystem as well.
There are so many things that this bayou offers to the community, as well as relaxation and tranquility, and that's exactly what we're about to get into. So I think we should just ride off into the sunset at this point, shall we?
Let's go!
Let's go! We're off on an adventure. I just can't go straight to save my life.